Hey, 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 you're waking up with Craig. Good morning, and welcome to the show on Wednesday, December 5th. Bo, Tyner joining me again. We got a lot to get to, so let's get right to it. Jimmy Dugan said, there's no crying. There's no crying in baseball. A league of their own. What a great sports movie. Tyner, what was your favorite sports movie?
I couldn't pick just one. I have two.
Okay?
For different reasons. The Blind Side is a great sports
Very
movie.
touching.
Very touching. The storyline is amazing. And then my other one is Happy Gilmore. Because I'm a big dog guy.
Huge!
And that's a great comedy.
Happy Gilmore.
And that shot on 18 he had just to win it, bouncing off everything. That was wild. That's what I dream of someday. Hitting a shot like that. Having it roll right in the cup.
You might want to practice a little bit more.
I might need some obstacles.
Yeah. Bo, what was your favorite sports movie?
You know the movie that I watched with you for the first time that I'm a big fan of? Hoosiers, baby! And Shooter was firing off his gun. What a great movie.
Hoosiers is probably number 2 for me. I'm a huge Remember the Titans fan.
Great movie.
Huge Remember
Yep.
the Titans
Yep.
fan. I love the story and how everything going around in the world and stuff that's happening and how they can come together and they just find ways to win and they do it in their own unique way with dancing in pregame or whatever it is. And I love the scene at the end when the coach tosses a banana to the other coach because he called him a monkey. I love that. That's the type of stuff we need.
I have an honorable mention for all of us.
Okay.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball is a
Great
great movie.
movie.
Great movie. Tyner, growing up, what was your favorite sports pump-up song? What got you fired up?
Oh, well, it really depended on the sport. Baseball, there's nothing that brought the team together more than Eye of the Tiger. Just singing along in the outfield while you're warming up, slinging the baseball around. Nowadays, it's just anything that goes hard, anything that goes fast that can get me fired up and ready to play.
Well,
Big fan of X Gonna Give It To You.
Great
Really gets
song.
me fired
That was
up.
Bogey's warm-up song for a while.
I like it. I like it. Now, you two know growing up, I listen to different music when I warm up.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's just how I am.
You're soft.
I like to, I have enough energy as it is. I like to just calm myself down, soothe the soul. So, warming up, I would listen to Taylor Swift. I won't lie. I won't deny it either. That's how I got pumped up for games. So, instead of getting, pumped up, I would settle down so I wouldn't get a technical or thrown out of the game.
So you're not like me with Eminem or Tekashi 69.
No.
Yeah, big Eminem guy.
Now, Tyner, what was your favorite sports snack or pregame meal?
It really depended on the day of the week.
Yep.
The time. I mean, in the morning for breakfast, something like eggs in the morning. You know,
Yep.
Feel good, feel healthy. Get my protein in, be ready for the day. Get maybe an Aroma Joe's Rush nowadays.
Yeah,
Get a little
it's
buzzing,
huge.
Get a little faster. I'm already fast, but
Bo?
See what I'm eating right now?
goldfish.
I grew up on this shit. This is what I eat, baby. Goldfish. 3 meals a day I eat goldfish.
I don't know if anyone knows this. Some know, but some don't know this about Bo. His dad has a Pepperidge Farm truck that sells goldfish. So you ever see those commercials where you can win macaroni and cheese for life, or you can live, get hamburger, whatever for life? Bo has goldfish for life. This truck is an 18-wheeler with goldfish, and Bo, anytime he's hungry, he just walks right out into the yard, opens it, gets some goldfish out.
They grow on trees.
They
around
grow on
this house.
trees on 30 Rosewood Drive. My two things that I would love. People know this about me. I'm a huge Mountain Dew fan. I don't care, 5 in the morning, whatever time it is. Huge Mountain Dew. Before baseball games, remember I used to show up with my Mountain Dew slushie. 32 ounces of a good Mountain Dew slushie.
That was healthy.
I'm not about healthy. I'm about getting fired up. But
With
the
Taylor
other
Swift.
with Taylor Swift. The other thing that I would love to eat, Frosted Flakes. Nothing got me fired up like those commercials with the tiger. Nothing got me fired up like that.
That got you fired up.
Frosted Flakes,
Kinda
they're great.
Kind of disappointing you went with that cereal.
They're great.
What cereal would you go with?
I was a big Lucky Charms guy.
I'm with Tiny.
Those Charms?
Well, being a Giants fan, you'd like some luck once in a while.
Oh yeah, well, 4.
Yep. Enjoy those Super Bowls. You ain't seen anyone anytime soon. Well, you like Lucky Charms?
Big fan.
You know why? Because you two are 5 years old.
Can't see you through the 4 rings.
Dude, those
Yeah,
mushrooms, marshmallows, Those are good.
I guess Bo had a different type of Lucky Charms
Yeah.
with mushrooms.
Those
on
are-
them.
And
Those are pretty
true
He had the healthy
baby.
brand.
Yeah.
Moving on, if we're gonna talk about food. Maine ate last night. Maine ate last night. Tyler, what'd you see? I know you were at the game with me. They beat Fordham in double OT. And I believe someone on the show yesterday said the game would go to OT and Maine would win their first OT game.
I did say that.
I said that yesterday.
Oh, that's right. I said they weren't going to win until next year. And really they should have, because they almost blew that game tonight. And they had 2 players out there. You know, basketball's played with 5 people.
Mhm.
And then your bench. They had 2. They had Andrew Fleming, who ate. And Bo and I were right. That is the difference between Maine winning and losing. When Andrew Fleming shows up, Zay was quiet for a while, but
He was.
he put in his double digits.
How do you feel about
Celio played the whole. No,
That's what I was
know
gonna
what you're
ask.
say. Celio played the whole game. I don't think he ever went out, which is wild because he provides you little to nothing. He's quite bad. I don't see any positives. He had 2 positives today.
No, he had a nice
He
pass.
made some sort of jumper that I didn't even know he could make. I didn't even think it
Made
was
that
a three.
deep 3, baby.
And then he had a nice pass. 2, he was responsible for 5 points.
Now, how do you feel about our source close to the team, Alan Molnar, our manager, saying they have a dynamic offense?
That was the most simplistic offense I've ever seen in my life. I could run that 5-on-5 with the jabronis down at the rec center. I could teach them how to run that in about 5 minutes. And there was a reason we score like 6 points per quarter, per half. It's wild to me that he told us it was dynamic. It is easy. They just run around in circles. That's all they do.
Dynamic.
It's-
How can you have a dynamic offense when you have 2 players scoring in the first half?
I think you meant to say dynamic duo.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
has to be it. Because
I
there was
agree.
nothing dynamic about just having some cuts underneath. That's simple basketball.
But shout out to my boy Flem. 29 points.
Career high.
Yeah, good for
Oh
him.
boy.
And and it wasn't just all in the paint either. He shot the ball well from 3. He had
Mhm.
a deep 3 in the game that was huge.
Mhm.
Mo, I know you watched the game on ESPN3. What'd you see?
You know what I saw, Jeff? A lot of great defense. That team, when they needed stops, they got them tonight.
They did.
And that's what won them the game, really. Although Andrew Fleming played out of his mind tonight.
And Vincent Easy rebounded very well. He did get a lot of rebounds. And
They played team basketball tonight.
Why did they run him up top?
I don't know, I don't know.
Hanson was
I don't
top.
get it.
Although he almost hit that 3.
Oh, they're big men are on the outside.
Yeah,
they can't dribble. Most
they
of them.
can't.
No.
They turned the ball over a lot.
What
But
I want to know, though, is where was Moss tonight?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Moss
We don't
tonight?
know.
Came in like OT.
Tomorrow, on Thursday, we will have information from our source, Alan Molnar, on what happened to Moss last night.
I'm just curious because, like, Celio played well for Celio tonight. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He
It
played.
wasn't even that
He
well.
played good defense. He really
He
did.
didn't really hurt us.
That point guard from Fordham is really good. He really is. If you look at him, he's really good. And Celio caused him fits tonight on the defensive side. So maybe that was part of it. Like, Celio's a better defender. And even though he wasn't huge, that 3 at the time was big. If Maine had been able to close the game out like they should have, that 3 could have been almost a put-away factor.
Now, are you talking about the short point guard or the one with the sausage dreads?
The short one, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So-
Because he's very good. Like, if you look up his...
So this is a step in the right direction for Maine. The Packers trying to take a step in the right direction. The Browns trying to take a step in the right direction. And a former center for the Packers, now the Brown center, said Mike McCarthy and Baker Mayfield would do, and I quote, great together. Tyler, what do you think about that?
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He knows more about Mike McCarthy than I do. I think maybe it was just time for change for Mike McCarthy. He had worn out that Green Bay system. It wasn't working there. Maybe it'll work in Cleveland with Baker Mayfield. Maybe he's got different
The
ideas with a
personnel he
team like
needs.
that. Maybe that's what he needs for his coaching style.
And he will have a defense in Cleveland.
So, yeah, we'll see. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, what do you think?
Here's the thing, right? Mike McCarthy did, I'd say, good things in Green Bay, but would a coach like Mike McCarthy be 125, 77, and 1 without Aaron Rodgers? No way. So I think if he goes to a system like Cleveland, where they do have a better defense than the Packers do, but not as good as offense, I don't know. I think they're a 500 club even with him.
Hey, that's better than what they are now.
True.
Now, we were talking about our favorite sports movies and stuff. One thing we always love to do in this team section is when we beat a team and they were leaving, the na, hey, goodbye. Well, Urban Meyer says goodbye to Ohio State. Tyler, are you shocked by that?
I was. That's the first thing I woke up to. Looked at my phone and saw he was calling it quits after the Rose Bowl. I was just sitting there like, wow, really? It came as a complete surprise to me. I know he has some health concerns. I know maybe it was just maybe he's at peace with it. Maybe he knew this was his last
time.
year. Yeah, maybe he's completely confident that's the right decision.
He
is, good for him.
I am surprised he didn't go out making the college playoffs. I think that's hard for him being that fifth team, knowing that he just came up short. Well,
I don't know if that really had as much to do with his decision, personally. I think although if they were in the playoffs right now, he'd probably still be there.
Mhm.
So maybe it had a small factor, because it was like a decision where he could be like, well, they don't really need me.
right?
You know, like if they were in the playoffs, they kind of need him. I don't know. I think it hurts them in the long run. No matter who they bring in,
Yep.
is not going to be him.
He was a great recruiter, one of the best all time.
Now I hope Michigan can find a way to actually beat Ohio State.
We'll see. So Urban says goodbye. Hello, Seattle. The NHL is expanding to Seattle. Tyler, what do you
Yeah.
think about that?
That's great for the NHL. Look at the Vegas Knights. Everybody was
Mhm.
behind them throughout the playoffs.
Yeah.
I remember watching the Bruins, and I was like, if the Bruins don't win, I'm rooting for the Knights. So I think just Seattle's been waiting for this. They deserve it. They have a baseball team. Now they have an NHL team. I think the fans will get behind them like they do Vegas because it's a new team. And I think it's great for the league.
And Seattle has some good sports teams with the Seahawks and Mariners and stuff. I think they have good
Yeah,
commitment,
Mariners are
good
decent.
commitment from the fans, and I think the NHL saw that and they sent a team there. But what do you think about it?
I think it's good. I think anytime you bring in a new team, it just adds more excitement to the league.
And some
And now, let's bring back the Sonics, baby. The Seattle
Just thinking
Sonics.
that.
Come on, bring
I
them
was
back.
thinking that too.
Bring them back.
what is hard with an expansion team is getting people to buy in because a lot of people already have a team. So
Right.
it's finding the right destination. But I think Seattle is a good place for it. I think.
I think that,
Go ahead.
like you were saying, like I think it's a good thing because like Seattle, like is a big city. They'll. I think the people there will buy into it, and that's the biggest thing. Is like having enough people to buy into that are like going to, because they don't necessarily. Seattle's maybe not an area that necessarily has a hockey team.
Mhm.
So
Another goodbye. Bills parting ways with Kelvin Benjamin. Bo, was it time?
this man should retire. He's terrible. All he's done is gain weight. He's like Eddie Lacy. Just retire, fat ball. Get out of the league. See you later.
Diner.
That's all I got.
Yeah, he's not made for the receiver position anymore.
Put him at
He was
linebacker.
overdue. Don't think he's strong enough to play linebacker. I just don't see a fit for him anywhere. It's time to go. This was overdue.
Bo, how do you feel about Kobe?
What about Kobe?
Well, he said the LA will soon be laughing at the Warriors fans. What do you think about that?
I hope he's right.
Will he be right, though? Like, do you think he's right or hope he's going to be right?
I don't think he'll be right, but I hope he is. I hate the Warriors, and I'm behind this Lakers team. And that kind of hurts me to say as a Celtics fan, because we get that LA-Boston rivalry. But
Not quite, though. It hasn't come back.
it hasn't been back. And, like, I can't hate LeBron anymore.
I know.
I spent so much energy hating LeBron, and I'm like, he's just too good. I just respect him now.
Diner?
I think we have different definitions of soon. He's a lot older than me. So maybe his soon is like 10 years from now, 5 years from now.
What's your suit
But not-
tomorrow?
My soon is like next year.
Or this
Yeah,
year.
Durant's leaving. That's pretty much a done fact for me.
They're still better than
But they still
Lakers.
won a championship without Durant. I know other teams have gotten better out west, but they'd still compete. So to say that LA would be laughing at them soon, I don't know about all that.
like, we're acting like they're going to be the Cleveland
Right.
Browns
No.
of the NBA.
If they have Steph Curry on that team is a playoff team.
If you have
every
Curry,
single year.
Clay-
and then you keep
I mean, they're
Clay,
they're
Draymond,
still competing,
they
even
are
without
still
Kate.
a very
They're
good
still
team.
a very, very good team.
For
So laughing
Laughing
no.
at, well, what do you mean laughing at? Like, do you think, like, if both teams make the playoffs, but then the Lakers like win in a sweep or in a 4-1, would you say that's laughing at? Because they're that much
To me,
better?
I think it's just, can you finally beat them?
So it's not even necessarily a sweep.
I think, can you even beat them? And I don't
I
think
don't
they
think
will
they can.
anytime
No,
soon.
no, not this year. That's for sure.
And I think, one, LA needs another superstar, but I think LA also needs more than just Durant to see the door. I think they need someone else to leave, maybe Clay or something, because they're still outnumbered in superstars. And they also, LA needs a young guy to step up. Kelly Bryant, though. Missouri, Tanner, what do you think about that? The right fit?
We'll see. I don't know for sure. I think Kelly Bryant's a good talent, so hopefully the coaching staff can work with him being a better person and being a better team leader. But I think the talent's there, so Missouri is going to be a team to watch for next year.
Well,
You know I'm not a big fan of Kelly Bryant.
I know.
I
But
don't
you love
like
the SEC.
I don't like him, but I do like the SEC. I think this is a good thing for Missouri because they're bringing a top-tier talent, but I don't like him. He's a loser. Regardless, he sucks.
He
So-
sucks.
As a person.
Okay.
As a person, he sucks.
Okay.
He's a good football player,
Okay.
but as a person, he's terrible. So, to me, you're still not beating Bama. You're still not beating Georgia. Still not beating LSU.
I think he made a statement by going to the SEC. He could.
I think it's good for his career.
I think he could have easily have gone to a Pac-12, which we know how both thinks about that.
Oh, that's a joke.
The ACC, Big 10, Big 12, any of those schools. But he went with the best of the best.
He
And
did.
I think
He
Missouri's
did.
not top of the chain right now. I mean, you really have LSU, Georgia, Alabama, and Florida starting to creep up a little bit. Maybe Missouri can be a tier 2 team. So for Kelly Bryant, this is giving him a place where he can play well, but not too much is expected from
And
him.
still be
He,
seen.
he can play
Still be
well,
seen.
and he'll be seen because if he can like play well against the teams like Bama, who's like Bama's like almost an NFL defense at times,
Yep.
that looks good for him. So it gives him the exposure he needs.
Well, Kelly Bryant, quarterback. I got 3 quarterbacks for you. All Heisman finalists. Tua, Murray, Haskins. 8 o'clock Eastern on Saturday. ESPN. It will be revealed. Tyler, who do you have?
I have Murray. I think he's going to win the Heisman. He's the favorite right now by a long shot. After the last game for Tua, they dropped him from the favorite to being the second favorite. I think Murray's had a better quarterback season. I think they rely on him more. He's going to put up bigger points because he's got the Big 12 defense. So they're gonna look at that and say, oh, well, he got to play all these defenses. But at the same time, they're going to look at his stats. How did he perform in general? How are you as a quarterback this year? And I think Kyler Murray has the stats over Tua to be the Heisman.
Well,
Haskins is out of it. Why is he even in the mix?
he's not out of it.
He is.
They just
Ohio
have
State's a
Pickford.
joke. Get him out of it. That's a joke.
Why is it a joke, though? He threw for like 490-something
He's
yards against
Good.
Northwestern.
He's not good.
He beat Michigan, put 62 points above Michigan. You can't tell me he's not good. He wouldn't be a top
Him and
3.
Tua are the same.
He's
Tua's so much better though.
I
He's a
think
top
Haskins
3.
will be a better
Tua's-
NFL player.
Oh my god!
Because I don't think Tua will
Tua's
translate
arm
to the
strength
NFL.
is so much better than Haskins. It's not even close.
You can't tell me Haskins is not a top 3
Tua
quarterback.
is gonna
Absolutely.
be like Patrick Mahomes. It's not even close.
Wow.
Come
Tua won't
on.
make it in the NFL.
Yes, he will. He'll be
He'll be a
so much
backup
better than
for-
Haskins.
he'll
So
be a
much
backup
better.
for his whole-
Murray's gonna go play baseball.
Because Tua doesn't have the
But
talent.
Tua is gonna win Heisman.
Well, no.
Tua's gonna win the Heisman.
Just because Murray's gonna play baseball doesn't mean he can't win the Heisman.
I'm not arguing that, but he's arguing who's gonna be better in the NFL. Tua's gonna be better than any of these.
Okay, I'm gonna give you each a second here. Bo, start with you. Who do you see Tua as in the NFL? Like right now, who do you see Tua
He
as?
reminds me of Patrick Mahomes. He has the arm strength to throw it deep.
Okay.
He can run the football when he has to.
Mhm.
He's extremely athletic, and he's a smart quarterback.
Okay. Tyler, who do you see Tua as in the NFL?
You know, I've been thinking.
Do you see him in the NFL?
I see him in the NFL. Because some teams gonna, they always hype up these good quarterbacks in college.
A lot of times it doesn't translate.
Exactly. I don't think it'll translate. I see him as maybe an Alex Smith that's not a game manager. Much,
So
better than Alex
basically,
Smith.
he's a better
Better than
Alex Smith that doesn't game manage. So he's basically a tier 2
But
quarterback
he's-
like Kirk Cousins.
Whoa!
He's
It's
below
basically
he's
what
below
he's saying.
Kirk Cousins.
Because
Because he won't be able to make the throws on an NFL defense.
I am
see
scared.
that from him.
I am worried.
if Alex Smith is
It's
tier
all
3
the
and he's
deep
above
shots.
Alex Smith, he's gonna be tier 2.
I am gonna say this about Tua.
Because Alex Smith is tier 3.
Okay, so we're gonna go off the Heisman thing for a minute. You've said Tua, you've said Murray. All right, that's fine. We're gonna go off of that for a minute and go talk about their future. The thing that's scary about Tua, and we saw it against Georgia, is he makes some ill-advised throws.
He likes to take the deep shot all
And-
the time.
Yes, with Mahomes,
That's right.
Mahomes does it too, and Mahomes, it's worked there. But my fear is if Tua doesn't go to a place where he has Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, did have Kareem Hunt, is he still going to be able to do that and get away with it?
I mean, hopefully he doesn't get in a position to fail.
But if he's a
That'd
top,
be too bad.
but if you think he's the best quarterback, bro, he's
Right,
going to be a
but
top
if-
5
if-
pick,
if
and he's
you're-
probably going to go to.
If you're in a position where you can't win, like no matter who the Browns drafted the last 3 years, it did not matter. It ruined their careers. So if you're in a position where you can't win, it's not your fault at that point. And it sucks for those players.
Let's say he goes to the Jags.
He'd succeed in there. He would.
Who would you
Fournette-
throw the ball to?
Fournette is good. They'll have a good run game. That's all he needs is a good run game.
I don't know if you know this about football, but quarterbacks throw the ball.
I understand that, but
But
they
who
have
do you
guys
throw
like
to?
Westbrook who are athletic and
Don't
fast.
D.D. Westbrook. Are you?
Yeah, but when you run the shit out of the ball, it doesn't matter. Those guys are open because the defense is so scared about the run game. Like, what do you not understand about that? What do you not understand about that? When you have Leonard Fournette just pounding the rock, the defense is so focused on him that even Blake Bortles looked good at times last year. So you're telling me Tua couldn't make that team better?
He'd make a lot of mistakes. when he's
Yes.
throwing football.
Oh
He's
my God.
just one of those guys.
Haskins
that
is
it's
so
a-
much worse than
We're not
Hurts.
saying
Yeah.
Haskins.
No,
It
we're
is,
talking
but
about
you-
Haskins.
you-
We're talking just Tua.
Just Tua right now.
And he's going to be a great NFL player. And I don't know why you guys can't see that.
I'm not saying he couldn't be great. I'm just saying I have a few concerns, and I don't know if he.
worse.
I'm like this
Even
year.
worse.
This year with Alabama, he has at least 2 guys who are NFL wide receivers.
And he's thrown 3 interceptions all year, and you're worried about him making mistakes.
I've seen some
Yeah, that's
throws
what
where his college receivers made plays because.
And he's going to have even
But
better
listen,
receivers in the
listen to
NFL.
me. Listen to me. College defensive backs aren't great. They aren't.
NFL defensive backs aren't great. So don't come
way
at me with
way
that.
better.
Don't
Way
come at me.
different
The
than
defense
It's-
is a
it's
joke.
way
The
different.
NFL is all about offense. So if you think Tua can't succeed in a league like this, you're a joke. You're a joke.
Tua is clearly not going to succeed in the NFL.
God.
He's
I'm
just,
not saying that. I'm just saying I have
he is
concerns.
strictly
I can't
college
wait to
forward.
come back to this podcast
He will be
when
8-8
Tua's
every
lighting
year.
up the league. I
He
can't
might
wait.
go.
I
He
can't
might
wait.
make a playoff, but
I cannot wait.
He'll never
Do you
win a
ever think
Super
he'll
Bowl.
be a top 5 quarterback in the league?
I don't know, but he's still gonna light up the league at some point.
If he's not top 10, he's not lighting it up probably. Unless the quarterback, like, there's a wide range of quarterbacks start
So,
lighting it up.
Bo, I want to bring up something. I have a Bears helmet here.
Collapse. That's all I can think. of.
That's not the point right now. They are in the first of the NFC North, right, guys?
They're
With
gonna win the
a
NFC,
with a terrible quarterback.
And
the division.
okay, that's a good point, Bo.
Mhm.
They have a bad quarterback.
Mhm.
So why are they winning the North, Tyler? Would it be?
Defense.
Defense is
Oh,
huge,
But not
in the
quarterbacks.
NFL.
You're gonna
Defense
you're gonna
doesn't
give it to the cornerbacks. The
No,
only
It's
I'm
guy,
Luke Kamara.
the
I'm
only
just
guy
saying- I'm
on
just
that
saying,
defense
though.
that's good in the secondary is Eddie Jackson.
I'm
That's
just
it.
saying, Bo. You just told me defense doesn't matter in this league.
Khalil
Bears
Mack
are-
just
the
made
Bears-
them a top
The Bears are gonna win their division because of their defense.
because of Khalil Mack.
That's their
One
defense.
player. One player.
That's still their
Luke Kamara
defense.
and Eddie Jackson.
You're
One
gonna tell me
player.
Khalil Mack wouldn't give Tua problems?
Okay, that's like asking if Khalil Mack's gonna give any quarterback problems.
So is defense a big?
So defense
Big
matters in the
So
NFL.
one defense in the NFL could give Tua problems.
You're telling me there's no other defense in the NFL that could give Tua a problem?
Who would you consider a top 5 defense that you?
Dallas Cowboys. They held Drew Brees to what? 13 or whatever it was points the other night?
They had a good game. Look at that. I don't know if they're. I'd say they came out fired up to prove themselves.
There is no comparison.
No, there is
from
no
any-
comparison
from
from college to NFL.
from
You're right.
any-
There
from-
is not. No,
There's
isn't
no college
comparison.
defense
I
that
agree.
relates to even the worst NFL defense.
I'd say Clemson's close to the worst NFL defense.
I
Clemson is so good on defense. So good.
the thing about
Even Michigan at times this year was until that Ohio
the thing
State.
about a pro defense, bro, is you have 11 guys that were probably one of the top 3 defensive players on their college team, now all on one team.
Right? You're right. You're right. I'm not arguing that.
So
I'm not arguing that. I'm saying you act like NFL, like college players get into the NFL all the time and they succeed. You want to know why that is? Because they're good. And that's why Tua's going to succeed. You act like he can't adjust to an NFL defense. That's a joke.
I'm not saying
That is a joke.
I'm not saying he can't.
No, you were.
I'm saying I have concerns about it.
And you shouldn't. That's the thing.
You've seen
Right now, he's
To me,
succeeding
he's
on
the
defense.
best quarterback in college
Pretty
football.
soft.
He is the best quarterback in college football. You know
Maybe.
who's second? Trevor Lawrence. These two other guys aren't even in. They're not third. They're not 3 and 4. The Oregon quarterback's probably better than both of them.
I
He's
think
just
the
not
Oregon
surrounded by.
Maybe better than all three of them.
He's just not surrounded by, like, the ridiculous talent that Murray is and Haskins is.
If we're gonna talk about surrounded by ridiculous talent, no one has more talent around them than Tua.
And that's part of why he's good. But he's good because of his
So I'm
arm.
saying if he doesn't get those talent, he goes. If
The
he,
NFL has the talent. No
Jaguars
one
have
wants
no receivers.
You
The
act-
Jaguars have nobody.
The Jaguars receivers are better than the receivers in Alabama. So,
Okay, but this is my point though.
this is my point though.
I don't think they are. D.D. Westbrook's a joke in this league.
We'll get to that.
He'll be
soon.
done.
But you have the two of the best receivers in college football on your team.
I
Against,
wouldn't say that.
Listen to me.
No,
Listen
I
to me.
would not say that because the kid from Oklahoma is better than
No,
probably
no,
both
but
of them.
I'm saying 2 of the top 10. You have like 2 of the top 10. They are
Right.
going to be.
Right, they'll be drafted highly.
Yep. Okay. Against cornerbacks that probably you'll never
That are
face.
jokes. That are jokes in the NFL.
You'll never
Right.
face 2 cornerbacks on one team that will both be NFL players. You never will. It just won't happen.
Mhm.
Now you play a team like
So you're telling me Clemson doesn't have 2 NFL cornerbacks? Because I think they do.
maybe not 2 starting cornerbacks though.
I think they do.
No.
I think they do.
Bo, you must think
Clemson is that good on defense. They'll have 2 guys that start in the NFL next year from the corner position.
Maybe. not.
Maybe.
Mike Hughes was a great cornerback at UCF, and he was the Vikings.
That's
third-
UCF, bro. Don't come at me with corners.
But he was a top corner. He was one of the top 5 cornerbacks.
Maybe he shouldn't have been, though. Maybe he shouldn't
But
have
that's just how much better the NFL is. That's just how much better it is. That's why
I'm
not.
not doubting
That's why
that.
not every
I've
college.
not doubted that once.
That's why not every
You
college
act like
player
Tua is
translates to the
not
NFL.
good.
It's
You're
different
killing me.
games.
You guys
I'm not
are
saying
killing
Tua's
me.
not good. I'm just saying he's not going to show up and take over the league like Patrick Mahomes. It just won't happen.
Mahomes sat out for a year. So he didn't show up and take over the league.
But
he
I'm
sat out a
saying,
year, watched a guy
Mahomes
like
is
Alex
rare. Mahomes is rare. This doesn't happen often.
Really? Because I saw Andrew Luck do it.
Andrew Luck has had his ups and downs.
But
So-
he did it his first year in the league. So you're telling me quarterbacks can't come into the league and light it up? Because I've
They
seen
can.
it multiple
They
times.
can. It's just.
It's not rare.
It's rare.
Don't come at me that it's rare.
Andrew Luck was also one of the smartest football players I've
He's
seen.
very smart.
He does not make them
He's very
some
smart.
decisions that Tua has made.
Tua's thrown 3 interceptions, so I'd
Right,
like
but
to
he has
know
been-
about these decisions.
Because he has been.
Please.
My point
Please.
here is. My point is he has these 2 star.
Oh, so
receivers.
because his receivers are so
Yes,
good,
they-
and he
soft
makes the smart decision to throw to them, that takes away
But
from
he
him.
won't get that.
That
He won't
takes
get
away
that
from
in the
his
NFL.
game.
He
He's
won't
just-
get that in the NFL.
He will throw many picks in the NFL, which
I
will
can't-
cost his
I
games.
can't
He will
argue
throw
with you
many
anymore.
great balls, which will win games. He is going to be a 500 team
I can't
quarterback
argue with
his
you
whole
anymore,
career.
Chip. I can't.
if he has a career in the NFL.
I can't do it anymore.
But
You win. No, you win. You win. I'm done. Tua's gonna be great in the NFL. Mark my words. That's all. I
He
got.
will be average.
So Tyler, you had Murray, Bo, Tua.
We'll see Saturday night, baby.
We'll see Saturday night. Thank you for listening. Please leave your comments below. Have a safe drive to work today. Everybody have a great Wednesday. Remember, keep on balling.